Hello again, guys. It's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I have my weekly sales update video for you guys. So, I'm going to do this exactly the same way as I always do. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel all about reselling online, and I sell on Etsy, Poshmark, and eBay. And what I do in these sales videos every single week is I show you which items have sold for me that very week. This is going to be from the 27th of May through to the 2nd of June. And I take you through each item. I tell you where I picked it up originally, how much I paid for it when I picked it up, and then, of course, how much it sold for that the buyer paid. Please bear in mind that the buyer pays shipping on pretty much all of my items. Very occasionally, I'll do free shipping. I'll let you know if that's the case. And then when it comes to Poshmark, I do send out offers to likers. So if those are accepted, occasionally there will also be a shipping credit that I pay of $1.80. So please just bear that in mind as well. And then right at the end of the video, I'll do all my numbers basically. So I'll tell you my gross sales numbers for the week. I'll tell you how much I spend on all of these items combined. So my total cost of goods. I'll tell you my fees for selling on these platforms. And of course, my net profit that I walked away with for the week. So here we go. So Etsy, hurrah, we had an Etsy sale and it was a good one. First Etsy sale in a month, I have to say. I have been listing a little bit more since this. She kind of gave me the oomph to give her some attention. Haven't had a sale since, of course, but there we go. So this was sold as a vintage Tommy Hilfiger spell out fleece, like a quarter zip. It was a size XXL. I picked this up at a yard sale. And I paid $2.40 for it, and it sold on Etsy for $79.95 plus the shipping, which is such a good sale. And yeah, I was happy with that. So here's to hoping there'll be more coming my way from Etsy. We shall see. Okay, and on to Poshmark, if it will ever load. Hello, Poshmark. There we go. We made it. Okay, so the first 4 items that I'm going to show you are a bundle. The total price for the bundle was $75. That was an offer that was given to me, so no shipping discount there. I guess I'll just tell you that the total that I paid for all 4 items altogether was $4.47 for all 4. So here we go. First one is this Cabby Black Moto denim jacket. I'll go ahead and show you the tag as well. There we go. That's what that one looks like. Super cool. Actually had all this like embellishment all around the collar. It was really, really neat. Took longer to sell than I thought it would. Probably took about, oh my goodness, about 6 weeks, something like that maybe. I thought it would fly out of my store much quicker, but it didn't. But that's okay. Next with these limited high-rise light wash jeans from the 90s. 50 cents is how much I had in those originally. Obviously, altogether was $4.47, just like I said. And I got those at a rummage sale. Next was this Aventure, I think is how you said it. It's basically like an outdoorsy brand. This doesn't move super quickly or super well for me, but I just think it's so cute when I pick it up, and I usually get it pretty darn cheap. So that was part of the bundle as well. And the final bundle item was this Cabby Cocoa Shell. Picked this up at a thrift store, and I picked it up because I checked the comps. This number at the end here, this 542 that you see, that is a style number that was found on the inside tag right down here that allowed me to get the Cocoa Shell, the whole name there that you see there, the tweed sweater name. And it also let me look up comps as well. So that was that entire bundle for $75 right there. Next item was these Clark shoes. These weren't listed for long, less than a week, but these Clark shoes do tend to move for around this price range for me, give or take. 15 to 25, an absolute push, usually 15 to 20. Took a best offer of $15, no shipping discount there, and I paid 73 cents for these. I'm sorry it's slow today, guys. I've got an internet issue, which is always good when you work from home. Fantastic. Okay, Talbot's. It was a tweed wool blazer jacket, and it was a size 14, which is another reason I grabbed it. Sold. Here we are in June. There we go. It sold for $17 on a best offer out of season, so I took a slightly lower offer than I would have done, and I paid 50 cents for this at a rummage sale. Next were these Tommy Girl, these vintage hipster flared jeans. They had the small spell out on the pocket and the leather patch that you see right here in my cover photo. Other than that, they didn't have anything like remarkable about them, never really. They were somewhat high-waisted. But I paid 45 cents for those originally, and they sold for $20. Random novelty shirt, Bob's Burgers. This cost me 25 cents at a filler bag, and it sold for $10 plus the shipping. This I've had forever, thank goodness it is gone. It was new with tags, American Eagle. I grabbed it because it was brand new with tags. I think I paid $1 originally. I've had this in my store both eBay and Poshmark for coming on 2 years now. I just could not sell it. I thought it was cute. I didn't think it's a size 8. It wasn't a towable size. I don't know why it didn't sell for so long, but it didn't. So someone offered me $12 and I happily took it. Thank goodness it is gone. We all have those items, right? This one I picked up just a weekend or so ago, new with tags, Harry Potter. For all of those who helped me realize that this was a Cornish pixie from Harry Potter. Thank you ever so much. And this was actually from the London Warner Brothers Studios Harry Potter experience, whatever the heck it is. And I found that right here in East Tennessee. There we go. And I paid 73 cents for this when everything was parted out for that particular yard sale haul. Picked up as a yard sale, as I said, and it's all for 18 plus the shipping. These were also from the same weekend. So again, 73 cents. Banana Republic polka dot embroidered dress pants. They were size 10. I actually have a pair that are exactly the same. They're size 4. That have been in my closet now for probably about 7 or 8 months. They have about 18 to 20 likes on them, but these sold in just a couple of days. It's got to be a size difference, I would have to imagine, because these are a little bit bigger, being a 10. And these did have a small flaw on them. They had a little bit of kind of almost like a bleach mark. It was like a fading mark. It was kind of, I don't know what it was. But anyway, obviously disclosed in the photos and within the listing. And 73 cents, and they sold for $20 on a best offer. This Umgee top, I was going to keep this for myself. It's like a top / tunic dress type thing. I was going to keep this for myself, and I just didn't really like how it looked on me. 53 cents is how much I had in it. Just like a mixed print, or a mixed media you could almost call as well. Chambray top, plaid middle, and a lace bottom. It did again have some flaws. That's why I was going to keep it. It had some kind of there must have been some red run or something like that in the washer, and so there's a little bit of discoloration to the bottom, which I disclosed again, close-up photos and in the listing, and it still sold really quickly, like in a day or two, for 16, which I'm very happy about. This finally sold. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and show you this logo. It's right here on the back of the neck. It's like, well, that's not useful. It's a like a little mountain, if that helps at all. And this is how it's spelled, Kuhl. And I had in this $1.12. I found it at a rummage sale, just kind of digging through the shirts, and it sold for $30 on a best offer. And this sold within about sort of 2 to 3 months of being listed. Grey's Anatomy, this is the last one of these I had, where they're just like the long sleeve t-shirts, not really the scrub tops. And they're still by Barco, so they're still intended, I guess, for like nurses and things. Anyway, I had like a quote from the TV show: "A perfectly exposed, partially numb, beating heart. It's a beautiful thing." I guess that's a very specific audience. Anyway, it sold for full asking price of $20, and I paid 50 cents at a rummage sale. This was actually from a whole load of clothes that one of my sort of friends, acquaintances, somebody I know, she reached out to me very, very kindly and said she was taking a bunch of stuff to Goodwill. Would I be interested in said? So she gave it all to me for $50. It was like 3 massive trash bags. It was about 112 items, I think 110 items. I kept half of it was probably going to go the way of donation. But I made all my money back on 2 items sold this week, like within a couple of days of listing. So I'm really happy about that. And this was one of them. This was a Vince Camuto straw floppy brim sun hat, as you can see. And this sold for a best offer of $24. And so everything evened out for the stuff that I kept from the $50 I paid to 85 cents a piece. This was 85 cents. And then these little Aeropostale culotte shorts, they were 50 cents. They sold for 10. I probably wouldn't pick those up again necessarily. That's not a brand that does well for me. Okay, and on to eBay now. So this I picked up at a rummage sale. It was a filler bag for 45 cents, how much it evened out for. Vintage high-low hattie, Hawaiian, like a maxi dress with a ruffle bottom. Not as bright and colourful with like the all-over print that many high-low hattie dresses or shirts can have. Still a really nice piece. Lots and lots of likes. Plenty of offers, but nothing I wanted to accept. Someone swooped in and bought it right here on my 15% off sale for $33.99 plus shipping. So I was happy with that, and that was listed for probably about 2 to 2.5 months now. This was from the bag I just told you about as well that my friend gave me or sold to me very, very cheaply. Gloria Vanderbilt. I listed them. They were some plus size shorts. They were coral red. These actually sold within 2 days of listing. Took a best offer of $10. I had 85 cents into them, and the comps were quite frankly lower than $10. So I was happy to take that, and the buyer paid shipping. Next item is J. Jill. These are window pane plaid pull-on pants, kind of like a legging, if you like. Size medium. I grabbed them because I love me a window pane plaid, and I seem to sell that stuff really, really quickly. That particular print, for whatever reason, does really well for me right now. Just saying. So I paid 45 cents for these at a filler bag. Same place I got the high-low Hattie dress, and they sold for a best offer of $24.99 plus shipping. Next is a Chico's Travelers like faux wrap slinky knit top. This particular like line, Chico's Travelers, and again I'll go ahead and show you the label, always has that kind of slinky feel to it. You can kind of see the knit there in the photograph, and this used to do so well for me. It used to go so quickly for a good price, and it's just really, really sort of slowed down for me. It was size 3, so it was a good size. It's just slowed down. I paid $2 at a thrift store for it, and it sold for $15 on a best offer, finally, after being listed for months and months and months. So there we go. That's how it goes. This was also from the bag of clothes from my friend. They sold full asking price, $18.99. Again, 85 cents into them. Land's End orange and white striped shorts. They were plus size also. Those sold within a day or two of listing. Same with this. Same lot from my friend. So you'll see quite a lot of items have sold this week just from that bag. And you know what? None of them are necessarily brands that I would have gone out my way to pick up. Land's End, maybe. The Vince Camuto hat and then a dress I'm going to show you about later on, I probably would have. But Croft & Barrow, even as a 3X, I probably wouldn't have picked up. But I decided to try it, and it sold within just 2 to 3 days for the full asking price again, just like the Land's End shorts. So $16.99 plus shipping is what the buyer paid. And again, 85 cents I have in that. Another Vince Camuto piece. This is meant to say 2. I had that wrong, and someone very kindly put me right. I changed it on Poshmark, but I did not change it on here, so that's my fault. It's 2 by Vince Camuto. Just like a little cowl neck maroon top, if you will. Took a best offer of $12. I had 53 cents in it from a rummage sale, I think. This Soma bra, I do like to pick up Soma bras much more than I do Victoria's Secret bras, actually. They sell much faster for me. It was a decent size. It was very, very pretty with that kind of like nude and then blush pink lace overlay. It did have a name. It was the Enticing Lift Full Coverage Bra, so that always helps. I found that on the little tag where you find the size and stuff. The full name was there, so I included that in my title. And I paid 73 cents for this at a yard sale, and it sold within a week or so of listing for $18 plus shipping. This was 50 cents at a rummage sale. Ralph Lauren men's button-down size medium. Nothing particularly amazing about it. I just grabbed it because it was a filler bag situation. I had 50 cents in it, and it sold for $16.14 on sale, as you see there, plus the shipping. Banana Republic, these sold for $10, 50 cents at a filler bag. They were just like a military style short. I wouldn't necessarily pick them up again because they hung around for a long time, months and months. This may be their second summer season, I'm not sure. Nike Dry Fit white skirt. I was nervous picking this up, obviously, because it was white, and I went over this thing with a fine tooth comb. Anyway, I took a best offer of $15. I pray they don't find anything that I missed, despite checking it about 17 times. And I had 45 cents into it. Disney Mickey Minnie Hawaiian Tiki print. I have sold this print scrub top many times. I picked this up for 73 cents at a yard sale. And this sold within the week of listing for a best offer of 14. Best offer of 14 plus the shipping. Another Chico's Travelers piece, even though I just said that it doesn't sell. But this has been sitting for almost a year as well. So there we go. And I took best offer of 16 for this. It was $16.99. I took best offer of 16, and I paid $4 for this at a thrift store. So that was definitely too much. This Cabby light blue denim jacket. I didn't have the word moto in there. And I maybe could have put that in there just to entice a few more people. But I had $2 into this from a yard sale, I think it was. And it finally sold for 14. This hung around for forever. It just apparently was not a good piece. Ecote, I think that's how you say it. Let me Let me put it up so you can determine for yourself. There you go. This is from Urban Outfitters. It's Urban Outfitters brand. These were all leather with leather soles as well. Thong, like woven sandals. I paid $2 at a rummage sale just about 2.5 weeks ago. I think I picked them up. I don't think these were in a haul video. They were just like a random pickup when I was on my way somewhere else. And they sold for $19.99, full asking price plus shipping, which is always nice. Next is Victoria's Secret bra. This is the same place that I got the Soma bra from. So I paid 73 cents for this too. And this sold for $15 on a best offer plus that shipping. Next is a pair of Sam Edelman shoes. They sold for a best offer of $20. And I had $2 into them. They took a very long time to sell. And I do think that was based on style. It's not to everybody's taste. I thought they were kind of cool. But yes, they just took a while, so they went on to their new home, thank goodness. This was a very nice quick flip, 73 cents because I picked this up at a rummage sale, same day that I was out at the yard sales where I got the bra, but I sort of locked everything together when I get home, work out how many items I got, how much I spent on that one particular day outsourcing, and 73 cents was my average cost of goods that day. So 73 cents what I have in this. It was Free People, it was embroidered, like a kind of Southwestern embroidered with a lace up front. You couldn't undo it. It was just like a sort of just for show really lace up front, and then on the bottom they also had like little mirrors and things like that built in. Very like cute boho style, oversized. And this sold full asking price of $32.99 plus shipping in about a week of being listed. This was another item from the bag that my friend sold to me. Again, I paid $50 for the entire bag, and this dress was Lily Pulitzer for Target. It was a size 3X, which had gone for it, but when I looked it up, this boom boom dress or blouse, this particular print, was doing really well. So I went really high with it. There was one comp that was like way up there that had sold on eBay, and I decided to just kind of shoot for the moon and go high. So I listed it at $79.99, and within about 3 or 4 days of being listed, I got a best offer of $55. Again, 85 cents is what I had in it, and I took it. I was very happy with $55 in just a couple of days. So it just goes to show that Lily Pulitzer for Target still sells for a good amount, especially in those plus sizes. And that's what that tag looks like with the little Target emblem there as well. I already got good feedback. She is thrilled, so I'm so happy. This sack, it's called the Sack Woven Crossbody Bag. I picked this up for 50 cents at a filler bag. I just figured I'd try it out. It sat for a little while, probably several months, but it sold for full asking price of $18.99 plus shipping. So there we go. And this is what that tag looks like right there. Next is an anthropology piece. Is Monogram or HWR. I put both in because people search differently. It just depends. And it was a very cute cardigan with all this lovely beaded embellishment. I paid $1 for this. Let me see. Is that right? Yes, $1 for this. So I got mixed up for a second. $1 for this, and I took a best offer of $19.10 plus the shipping. And that was listed probably for about a month. Last two items. So this vintage Hard Rock Cafe Nashville snapback was like a color block. You can see there. Paid 50 cents for this. It sold for full asking price of $24.99 plus shipping, but it did take about 1.5 years to sell. I don't actively pick up the Nashville hats, or not the Nashville, the Hard Rock Cafe, I should say, hats right now. They just take a long time to sell, in my opinion. And then the last thing I'm going to show you are these Adidas Superstar black and silver slides. I paid 50 cents at a rummage sale, and someone offered me $12. And I was happy with that. They've sat for quite a while, and someone came along. That's absolutely fine, and they paid shipping as well. All right, so let's talk about numbers. So my gross sales for this week was $820.11. My cost of goods, so what I paid for every single item that I just showed you, was $38.48. Okay, and my fees. I say this every week. I'm just going to repeat myself. I apologize for those who come back every week. I know you're probably tired of hearing it. But for my fees, I rounded up to 20%. Poshmark is a flat 20%. eBay is closer to 15% when you start looking at eBay fees plus PayPal. and Etsy is a little bit less than that. However, I like to keep it 20% across the board because I like to be super transparent when it comes to fees. I like people to know, if you're looking to get into this or you're just starting out, to have a very realistic view of what you have to pay these platforms in order to sell there. So 20% keeps it consistent for me and lets me give the same sort of idea every single week of how much I pay. So fees, 20% of my gross sales was $164.02. And so that would make my net profit, my walk away cash in hand profit for the week, $617.61. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that your sales are doing well. I'm hoping that you're having an amazing time sourcing. Now that yard sale season and rummage sale season is most certainly upon us. Let me know how it's going down in the comments. Don't forget to say hello. And if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love it if you would hit subscribe and come back and hang out some more. And I will catch you in the next video. Have an amazing week, you guys. Bye.